Every night before bed he counted the sleeping pills. He made sure his mom had not taken extra. He was scared she might give up, but he still could not stop it. She swallowed a lot of pills after he fell asleep. They got her to the hospital in time, but she still ended up in a coma. On his 13th birthday, Tommy made a choice. He kissed his mom. Then he pulled out her breathing tube. She passed away soon after. The doctors came too late. Tommy hid under the bed. He covered his mouth and cried. He kept it a secret. 30 years went by. Tommy moved to London. He built a family of his own. On his son's 13th birthday, he decided to tell the truth. The story went back to 1973. Tommy was almost 13. He lived in New York. He always came home on time. His mom watched him eat every meal. He forced himself to finish the vegetables, then told her they tasted great. He only wanted to make her smile. His dad had died from cancer a year earlier. His mom never got over it. She worked as a nurse. She believed vegetables were the healthiest food. After every meal, Tommy counted the sleeping pills. He made sure none were missing. Then he took a shower. The bathroom was only divided by a simple wall. His mom often walked right in. She still treated him like a little kid. But Tommy was growing up. He wanted his own privacy. He covered himself. He stopped letting her wash his hair. His mom noticed the change. It hurt her more and more. She cried late at night. Sometimes she cried herself to sleep. Sometimes she needed Tommy beside her. Tommy always acted silly, just to make her laugh. She finally smiled again. To help with money, Tommy delivered meat after school. His best friend Pappas worked with him. Pappas had brain damage from a lack of oxygen as a baby. People always laughed at him, but Tommy always treated him like his best friend. When they wanted to see an adults-only movie, Tommy had Pappas pretend to be his dad. Pappas did not really understand, but he still went along. They rode the delivery bike across the city every day. They brought meat to customers. Their boss Simon cared about both of them. He treated them like his own kids. He put the pay in a paper bag, and always added extra tips. After work, they went outside the women's shelter. They hid some of their coins there. Sometimes they heard the women talking inside. The women called out through the wall, hoping someone would take them away. Tommy and Pappas listened, while counting what they earned. Then they put the coins into a tin box. They kept saving money, because they wanted the green bike in the store window. It was the nicest bike they had ever seen. They looked at it every day, then rode their delivery bike home. Dogs always peed on the wheels, so it always smelled bad. When Pappas got home, his dad sat outside drinking, waiting for the tip money. He took every dollar, then complained it was not enough. He kept bringing up Pappas' mom. Tommy tried to stand up for his friend, but got yelled at too. Pappas acted like nothing happened. He grabbed his dad's bottle. He understood everything. He just could not say it. His dad was all he had, so he put up with it. Even if he was not very smart, he still wanted his dad to stay with him. Tommy and Pappas went to the same school. Tommy was popular. He liked joking with the French teacher. The whole class laughed. Pappas worked as the school janitor. He played ball with the kids when he had time. He also worked as a referee. Sometimes he joined the game. Some kids looked down on him. They said he should not play. Melissa stepped in and stopped them. Tommy started noticing her. During breaks, he stood beside her and watched the game with her. Pappas hit the ball. It smashed a neighbor's window. The kids all ran away. Only the broken glass was left. That night, Tommy still slept beside his mom. He drew pictures, while listening to her breathe, just to make sure she was still there. He wanted to be a good student, but he still liked messing around. In Bible class, he and his classmates threw paper balls out the window. They all landed near Pappas. He thought it was a game. He found a box, and picked up every paper ball. Tommy never knew. After class, some girls surrounded Tommy. They came for Melissa. They told her everything Tommy had said. Tommy felt embarrassed. At dinner, he said he wanted to change schools. His mom refused right away. She did not want him giving up school over a girl. Tommy felt humiliated. He had his first big fight with his mom. He did not know where to go, so he went to the women's shelter. He counted his coins, and stared into space. A woman upstairs noticed him. She had been watching him for a long time. She wondered why he hid money there. She wanted him to bring something inside. Tommy grabbed his money, and got ready to leave. The woman saw he was upset. She guessed it was about a girl. Tommy slowly told her everything. She smiled, then told him, maybe Melissa did not hate him. Maybe she even liked him. Tommy was not sure, but he felt a little better. The next day during deliveries, one of the workers gave him a small booklet. As an early birthday gift, Tommy was reading it, when Simon handed him another order. This delivery was far away. They rode into a rich neighborhood. A butler led them into a huge house. The place was beautiful. Big lemons sat on the table. Pappas had never seen lemons that big. He slipped one into his pocket. Then the owner asked his daughter to bring out a wallet. Tommy froze. The girl was Melissa. She already knew he worked at the meat shop, so she ordered on purpose. Tommy remembered what the woman had said. He got excited. He started talking with Melissa, but Pappas stood between them, keeping them apart. Tommy did not notice. He only looked at Melissa. He apologized for what he had said. Melissa was not upset. She even brought up the Sunday dance. Tommy never forgot it. While they talked, Melissa noticed the hair on his face. She reached out to touch it. They leaned closer. Then Pass interrupted. The moment was gone. Tommy felt awkward. For the first time, he thought Pass was getting in the way. That night, Tommy secretly used his mom's razor. He tried shaving. His mom walked in. She found the booklet. She thought it was something dirty. She flushed it down the toilet. She would not let him shave. Tommy told her he was not a little kid anymore, but she would not accept it. Tommy felt upset. He went back to the women's shelter. The woman knew he could not dance. She told him not to worry. She said all he had to do was try. Then she taught him. Tommy stood under a streetlight, pretending it was a girl. He practiced dancing. The woman sang from her window. Tommy moved with the music. He kept practicing, waiting for Sunday. Sunday finally came. Melissa got to the dance early. Tommy spent time with his mom, and lost track of time. By the time he realized it, the dance had already started. He told his mom he was going to work. She let him leave. As soon as the door closed, she lost all her energy, and sat alone. Tommy finally reached the dance. He wore new clothes. He saw Melissa right away. They danced together. Tommy was so nervous he barely moved. Melissa stepped closer. Pass stood nearby, watching them. After the dance, Tommy did not leave with Pass. He walked Melissa home. That night, his mom found out he lied. She completely broke down. The next day, Tommy learned Pass had been arrested for stealing a bike. The school kicked him out. Simon kept defending him. Tommy could not understand why he stole it. During another delivery, he went back to Melissa's house. They spent the whole day together. That night, he went to the women's shelter, and told the woman everything. She said, it was all his fault. Tommy was shocked. She explained, people change as they grow up, but Pass never would. He was scared of losing Tommy, because Tommy meant everything to him. The next day, Tommy found Pass. He was riding the stolen bike, like nothing had happened. Tommy asked why he stole it. Pass only said, because I am bad. Then he cried. Tommy decided to help him. He confessed to stealing the bike, so Pass could stay in school. The principal believed him, but said his scholarship would suffer. Tommy accepted it. Later, Pass told the truth. The principal thought Tommy made him steal it, so Tommy was expelled. When Tommy got home, he counted the pills as always. His mom did not yell at him. She only complained about the school. That night, she secretly took too many pills. Tommy called an ambulance, but it was too late. She fell into a coma. On his 13th birthday, Tommy lost everything. He went to see Melissa, but her mom turned him away, because he had been expelled. When he got home, relatives had already moved in. They started planning his future. Tommy hid in the bathroom. He saw his mom's cigarette butt, and burst into tears. Then he ran to the place where they hid the money. The box was empty. He blamed the woman for everything. He believed it all started there. The woman told him, everyone has to leave the past behind. Then she forced him to leave. Tommy had nowhere to go. He even tried stealing money, but the old man gave it to him. Tommy went to the hospital. He pulled out his mom's breathing tube, then hid under the bed, until she passed away. After leaving the hospital, Pass took him to the airport. One more time, he pretended to be Tommy's dad. The staff finally believed them. Before leaving, Tommy told Pass again and again, take care of yourself. Do not let your dad bully you. The plane took off. Pass sat there alone. He never moved. 30 years later, Tommy told his family everything. His wife stayed with him. Instead, she told him to go back to New York, and let go of the past. Tommy returned to New York. He looked for the woman first, then finally found her. She had never forgotten him. She told him, none of them had done anything wrong. Tommy finally found peace. Later, he found Pass too. Many years had passed. Pass had grown old. At first he acted like he did not know Tommy, but in the end, they went back to the school together. Pass took out the box. The paper balls were still inside. He had kept them all those years. Later they returned to the old place. It had become a library. They stood where they used to hide their coins. When they were kids, they wanted a new bike. When they grew up, they only wanted to stay by each other's side.